Madison, Halffoot's over here. I told him I'd give him a biscuit. A biscuit? Come here. Come here. Oh. I hate trying to break these fool things. Come here. Come here. Give me a kiss. I don't know why he's got drool all over me. Can't you just... He just can't take it from me. Alright. So, we are here to do our Samhain tag. And to you non-pagan folk, that would be Halloween tag. And a lot of people are starting to do it. I meant to do it last week, but as you know, with the stroke and everything, I just was not feeling up to it. I couldn't get some of the stuff out that I want to bring out to you to share. So I just didn't get to do it. So I'm feeling a little better today, so we're going to do it now. Is that okay with you? Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Hey, Brett. I know. Better kiss Mommy when she asks. Let's see. I had the questions pulled up. I guess I closed it out. So, I have the questions and I will post them in the description box below. Let's see. The first question is, what is your favorite Halloween movie? Well, any horror film you can classify as a Halloween movie, I guess, because you know, that's the time of year you really want to watch them. But Halloween specific, you're automatically going to go with the Halloween franchise, obviously. But because those are the ones, you know, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on your foot there. You know, I get to watch those anytime. I guess those get kind of played out sometimes. I kind of tend to stick with tradition stuff. Two things I tend to watch the most every Halloween, no, three things. Actually, one is, and what, oh my god, all of a sudden I'm drawing a blank on it. It's Goosebumps, and it's the one, and I believe the girl's name is Carly, and it's the one with the mask. Oh my god. Why am I just drawing a blank right now? But, there's that. I love to watch that. The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and The Worst Witch. But with, Tim Curry, Fairuza Balk, Diane Rigg, and Charlotte Rae. But you know, that's on my iPod, and I watch that like 50 million times in a month anyway, because, I mean, who are we kidding? It's Tim Curry. So, and I watch Tim Curry, anything, at any given time. It's like Malcolm McDowell. But, and I don't know if any of those really qualify as movies. So, I don't know of anything other than like the Halloween franchise that's specifically movies. Or there's one, okay. Season of the Witch. That's probably one of my favorite. And no, it's not Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. There is one actually called, a film called Season of the Witch. It's like a really bad 70s movie. That one I do like. And I'm wearing my shirt, The Wicker Man. Not Halloween specific. It's not Halloween, but I kind of tie it in there anyway. But of course that's another one I watch all the time anyway. So I don't know. But I guess you know, I watch a lot of the same stuff over and over. So I don't know. I don't really have a specific favorite one. Anyway, on a scale 1 to 10, how much do you enjoy Halloween? I really can't answer that one specifically. Maybe when I was younger and my mom was still alive, then maybe 8 to 10. Because that was her favorite holiday. You know, being that, I was raised, pagan Wiccan, and, that was her favorite holiday, and, she would go all out for it. She loved decorating and baking and, doing all that stuff. She made a lot of fun. I don't have a chance to really get into it as much as I did when she was still alive, and it's not really much fun. And ever since I was a little kid, this neighborhood, even though there's always been a lot of kids in it, there's just never been much trick-or-treating here. And even though this is a county of, rich, yuppie, snobby types, this just hasn't really been an area that there's really been very many trick-or-treaters, so I don't know why. We've just never had, much ample opportunity for, really doing a lot of Halloween stuff. But we would go to festivals and stuff, so, we mostly did Halloween-related stuff away from here, so, there used to be more excitement for it away from here. But these days, I don't get too excited for it. What is your fondest Halloween memory? I'd say, honestly, I don't remember anything too much from my childhood anymore, from Halloween specifically, to be honest. In recent years, I'd say maybe the last 2 or 3 Halloween's nothing exciting, but the 2 previous to that, Padfoot and I did a couple zombie walks for charity to raise food and money for the homeless shelter up the road, where I volunteered at off and on since high school, and he was actually the only zombie dog there, and he actually got a lot of attention, and we had a great time. It was a lot of fun. We had professional tattoo artists that came out, did everybody's makeup. There was professional photo shoots. We had an excellent time, and I'll actually add some of our photos at the into this video. Me and Padfoot looked really, really cool, for both years. The news stations came out, local and national. Padfoot got a lot of attention. He ended up, on the news and the papers. We had a good time. So, those are probably some of my best memories. That was something, not only that was fun, we had a good time, it was great memories, but it was something for a good cause. And so, it was something he and I did together, and, there was something good that came out of it. So, that was really a great thing. Have I always been a Halloween lover? Like I said, yeah, it was, part of our My mother is what was called a kitchen witch, which was the tradition that was passed down to me. It's a magical woman who works her magic in the kitchen. My mother, she cooked and baked, and I didn't think to bring her in here, but I'll put a picture of her at the end of this video. But it's a doll called a kitchen witch, and every kitchen witch keeps one in her kitchen, a kitchen witch doll. But it's a magical woman, a witch that works her magic in the kitchen. And so every Halloween, we were in the kitchen, baking and cooking, doing stuff like that. And that's what we loved fall, autumn, and that was our favorite time of year when fall kicks in, and having the chance to start making our favorite foods. So, how do I get in the Halloween spirit? Like I said, since my mother passed, that's kind of hard. But I still get that sense of it. When the air starts getting cool, the leaves start changing colors. There's that smell in the air, and it's kind of it's a smell you can't describe, but it's just different. It's different than summer and spring. It's just a change in the environment. It's just a sense that you feel. That makes my spirit feel different. And I love how that makes me feel. Favorite Halloween decorations. Now that's what I was looking for earlier. I have a few of my own. I got rid of most of mine and my mother's decorations. The one I did keep that I really, really loved of my mother's, which I can't find. I had my ex set it aside when we were going through my mother's things, was this huge ceramic ghost. It was like a ghost in a white sheet, and it had its arms out like this, and it's probably about that tall, maybe about that wide, and I don't know where it is. I don't know if maybe he had broken it in one of his drunken rages and maybe threw it away so that I wouldn't find it, or I don't know if it's just put up somewhere. I just don't know. I don't know if a family member that had come after my breakup with him had taken it without permission. I just don't know where it is, and I'm starting to panic a little bit. I'm hoping that it's in my office somewhere, which is a disaster. I'm slowly just trying to go through all that stuff, because my ex, before we broke up, had put so much of my childhood toys in there and stuff that, you can't get in my home office, because it's just packed with stuff. So I'm hoping it's just misplaced somewhere, because that is just the one Halloween decoration I had wanted to keep, because it's so beautiful and there's just such a sentimental attachment to it. But I'm hoping it's just misplaced, because that is my favorite. But I have kept a few of her other things. One is this, and I tried to find some batteries for it, but all the batteries I have are dead, so I'm going to have to get some more. But she loved this thing. It's a vampire in this coffin, and when you turn it on, he sits up, and when he does, it makes the coffin open up, and his eyes lights up, and I think he laughs or something. And then, and I also have a lot of Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. as you can see. And I've got other stuff too. It's just because my mother always collected it for me. And then I've got this. This was my mother's too. This witch. And it also had a broom in her hand. But somebody, when he was a puppy, chewed the broom up. So she no longer has a broom. But I did put some batteries in her. And the chair rocks. This thing freaks him out. Here he comes. Look! Whoa! Whoa! He hates this thing. That's why he chewed it up as a puppy. He didn't like it. And then my mother collected, oh, god dang. My mother collects nutcrackers from any holiday, any season. She just loves nutcrackers. But she found these amazing Halloween ones. I like this one, of course. And, then there's this Frankenstein one. Then there's like this scarecrow one, but somehow he kind of reminds me of Sam from Trick or Treat. I don't know why, but that's why I kept him, because he just kind of reminded me of him. And then this was my mother's. I kept this. It's a little copper pot. And it's a jack-o'-lantern. You put a candle in him and it'll light up. And then when I was going through stuff today, I found this record from my childhood. And I also have one that says Monster Mash on it too. But this is Dinner with Drac. I just thought it was cute. They're those old Peter Pan records from childhood. I don't know how old this thing is, but you know, considering I'm 42 years old, there's no telling how old this thing is. Then this was my mother's, and this is similar to the shiny pottery that giant ceramic ghost was that I can't find. So, but I love this. And I found this too when I was looking for that ghost. And I think this goes on top of, like where you screw on a lampshade, but this little mummy holding a pumpkin. And this was in my Smurf figures. These are some of those vinyl figures from the early 80s. He's holding a pumpkin. And this was a gift from a friend of mine who passed 5 years ago. It's one of those bad taste bears. I think this was Igor. And he also got me one of these teddy scares, and I've used him for Halloween decorations. And you can actually pull his insides out, and it crinkles. And I have this little, it's just plastic, but I have this little plastic dish with skulls on it. And I use as a candy dish, just in case we have trick-or-treaters. Not that I ever do. And then, I got this years ago. I have one that's lifelike looking as well, but I don't like it as much, and I don't know where I stuck it. But I keep this one in my bedroom on my opposite nightstand, from my side, on the other side of my bed. You see, it's really neat looking. And then this is sitting next to it. It says Love Potion. It's just a jar. This is another one that I got to go with it. And these are some stuff I got for like Halloween decorations, but I also use these things year round. So, because where most people use this stuff as Halloween decorations, I use them year round. This is my kind of decor, well, everyday decor. And then, I decided to take this is what I had on my front door. I got this for Halloween, I think last year or year before. I've decided to take him down, and my new front door decor for a year round instead of this is going to be that Freddy Krueger poster I got in my box of dread, and so I'm going to decorate my front door with that, and this is going to go on the wall next to it on my front porch. So, and that's just how I decorate around here. I believe in Samhain all year round. And then I've got other stuff, but that was just some of the favorite things I keep around my house. So, favorite Halloween fall scent. Pumpkin. Hands down pumpkin. I love everything pumpkin. I do like cinnamon a little bit. I despise them cinnamon brooms though. They set my allergies and migraines off to no end. But I think pumpkin pretty much says it all for me. Anything spiced like that though, I love it. Favorite candy. I'm not really big on American candy. I like European chocolate. I think American candy is rubbish. But I do like candy corn. I don't know why. But it's way too sweet for my teeth. I eat a few pieces and it hurts my teeth, gives me a bit of a headache. Last year I tried some pumpkin candy corn. It was actually pretty good. I was kind of surprised by that. But, but Halloween specific candy, I guess. Probably candy corn. I'll eat a few pieces every now and then. If I get a bag, for Halloween, it'll last me for freaking forever. Because I can only eat like 3 or 4 pieces at a time. Vampires or zombies? Vampires all the way. Vampire girl, always have been. I am just getting to where I'm getting more into the zombie genre. I didn't realize I was into the zombie genre as much as I was. But I'm starting to like it more. I'm a little bit more open-minded. Open-mindedness about it. But I like zombies, but I grew up on the vampire thing. Love it. What is your weird, odd fear? I mainly had one my whole life, and that was, losing my mother, and I already had that come true, so, but I guess my other main one, it would have to be, is, dealing with spiders. I hate spiders, and living in a very old house, you know, you're always going to have house spiders. They're just the harmless house spiders, but you see a million of them all the time, and at some point you just like have to grit your teeth and go on. You know, just got to go on with your day, and you know, try not to lose it when you see a spider. And it's so hard, and I'm getting so much better at it. I figure I've lived through a lot of hell in the last few years. I can overcome a lot of issues about spiders, so I'm getting better at that. Ugh, I just completely missed my mouth. I'm drooling. I'm drooling, Bubby. Last question. Last but not least, do you believe in ghosts? I think I've covered this before. I think it was in Old Man Funko's video I did recently. I've seen and experienced some very weird things. I don't know if it's because I'm mostly native, and or because I've just experienced some really weird stuff, but you know, I absolutely believe that there's some weird stuff. there just is. I've just seen and experienced too many odd things out there to not believe, and you know, if other people don't believe, you know, that's their prerogative. That's their personal beliefs. I just can only attest to what I've personally experienced and been through. But I just personally believe that there's something more out there. I don't think that when we leave this world that's the end. I think that we all leave some sort of imprint behind, or some kind of lingering energy, or a piece of our spirit. You know, I don't think that we die and that's the end, and you know, whatever. You know, I just think there's more to it than that. You know, I don't really talk about it a whole lot, and I'm real careful who I talk to about things like that, because, you know, I think if you share too much about things like that to certain people, you know, they might think you're batshit crazy, and you know, and sometimes things like that just don't go very well. So I just, you know, choose not to talk about things like that very much. People tend not to appreciate it. You know, so you know, you can really offend some people with stuff like that. So I really don't talk about it, but you know, I have my personal beliefs on it, and I do think that there is definitely more out there, you know, so it is what it is. But that was my Samhain Halloween tag. I don't know. Oh, I just noticed Frankie's missing his foot. Who knows? Padfoot will probably find it and eat it. But I really don't know anyone specific to tag. I'll pick a few people. I'm sure Susan, aka Horror Gal, maybe Living Dead Girl, or Lilith Morning. I know Lilith Morning isn't feeling very well, so she probably might not want to do it, but I'll pick a few people do it, and you know, if anyone else wants to do it, you know, certainly do it. Come back and let me know if you do it. Leave a link to it. Make sure I see it. But yeah, that was our Samhain Halloween tag. That was a lot of fun to do. I like sharing experiences. I especially love showing my mom some of my mom's decorations. That they mean a lot to me, you know. So, but that's it. Padfoot's sitting by the door. I think he needs to go potty. And he's a little bored with these videos, and I've still got 3 more to do. So that's it. We're out. Peace, love, and Bible kisses. Bye. Something I meant to mention at the beginning of my video. I want you to go lay down, Missy, man. Mind your business. Dogs. was the the origin of the word Samhain. I know back in the day, back in the 80s, Glenn Danzig had a band called Samhain, which is the same spelling as the word Samhain. Even though the word sounds different, it is traditionally kind of spelled the same way most of the time. Samhain is the origin of the word is pagan, Gaelic, Celtic in origin, but I think a lot of people probably more technical difficulties today. People want to kind of equate Samhain, especially with the spelling of that word, with things that are satanic in nature. Anything pagan and Wiccan related already have a bad rap for being labeled as satanic, which is far from the truth. And even Halloween has a bad rap for being considered satanic in nature. So, but we all know that's far from the truth as well. So, I just wanted to kind of elaborate on the origin of the word Samhain and what it really means, and that it differentiates from the word Samhain, which was a 80s band from Glenn Danzig, who had that awesome band, the Misfits, yay! But totally different same spelling, different pronunciation. But that's it. I just wanted to make mention of that. But that's it. Peace out.